Chess is a two-player strategy board game played on a chessboard, a checkered game board with 64 squares arranged in an 8x8 grid. The game is played by millions of people worldwide. Over the years, many great players showed their knowledge and creativity on the board. This is the list of some players considered by many to be the best.
Mikhail Tal.
Mikhail Tal was a Latvian Soviet chess grandmaster, and is regarded as the best attacking player of all time. He became the 8th world chess champion in 1960, when he defeated the defending champion Mikhail Botvinnik. Aged just 23, at that time, he set a new record by becoming the youngest ever world champion. A creative genius, he was known for his improvisation and unpredictability, because of which he won so many exciting matches and set numerous world records. He was a brilliant master of the game, and once, he played 95 consecutive games without a loss, the longest unbeaten streak in modern chess history. His unprecedented success as a chess player earned him the name the Magician from Riga, and he was virtually unstoppable during his younger days, when he was in good health. Over a period of time, his health deteriorated, and he also became addicted to drinking and smoking, which affected his game. In addition to being a brilliant chess player, he was also a highly acclaimed chess writer who authored several books, including the very popular The Life and Games of Mikhail Tal. He was a much-loved man, and his untimely death at the age of 55, left the world heartbroken.
Bobby Fischer.
Bobby Fischer was a record-setting chess master who became the youngest player to win the U.S. Chess Championship at 14, and the first American-born player to win the World Chess Championship. Bobby Fischer was born on March 9, 1943, in Chicago, Illinois. Fischer first learned the game of chess at age 6 and eventually became the youngest international grandmaster at the age of 15. In 1972, he became the first American-born world chess champion after defeating Boris Spassky. A brilliant, highly competitive player who lost himself in the game, Fischer earned a place in the record books at age 14 when he became the youngest player to win the U.S. Chess Championship. Then in 1958, at 15, he became the youngest international grandmaster in history. During the early 1960s, Fischer continued to be involved in U.S. and World Championship matches, but was also making a name for himself with his erratic, paranoid commentary. After having a 20-game winning streak in the early 1970s, Fischer once again made chess history in 1972 with his defeat of the Soviet Union's Boris Spassky at the Reykjavik, Iceland World Championships, thus marking the first time an American chess player had won the title. Fischer's defeat of a Soviet opponent, which became known as the match of the century, took on iconic proportions in the midst of the Cold War and was seen as a symbolic victory of democracy over communism. Despite his global popularity, Fischer's controversial behavior continued to make headlines. In the mid-1970s, he refused to play Anatoly Karpov, the challenger to his title, and was thus stripped of his championship by the International Chess Federation. Fischer was reportedly homeless for a time in the Los Angeles area. An eccentric genius, who was believed to have an IQ of 181, Fischer became known for his controversial public remarks in his later years. He was granted Icelandic citizenship in 2005, following legal trouble with the United States. He died on January 17, 2008.
Anatoly Karpov.
Anatoly Evgeniyevich Karpov was born on May 23, 1951 in Zlatoust in the Urals region of the former Soviet Union, and learned to play chess at the age of 4. His early rise in chess was swift, as he became a candidate master by age 11. Karpov became the youngest Soviet national master in history at the age of 15 in 1966. Anatoly Karpov continued to develop his chess game, becoming a grandmaster at the age of 19. After defeating Viktor Korchnoi, another Russian grandmaster, Karpov was set to play in the World Championship of Chess in 1975. However, Bobby Fischer chose not to defend his title, so Karpov automatically took his place as the world's leading chess player. He was the official world champion from 1975 to 1985 when he was defeated by Garry Kasparov. He played 3 matches against Kasparov for the title from 1986 to 1990, before becoming FIDE world champion once again after Kasparov broke away from FIDE in 1993. Anatoly Karpov has compiled perhaps the best tournament record in chess history, achieving more than 160 first-place finishes. In 2010, Karpov ran to become president of FIDE. He garnered the support of many national chess federations by vowing to do away with the corruption in chess and to raise the sport's profile. Throughout his life, Karpov has extolled the benefits of chess. He has established chess schools in a number of countries, and has been involved in outreach programs that teach prison inmates chess. In addition to these activities, Karpov continues to play chess himself. In 2012, he won the Anatoly Karpov Trophy, which had been named in his honor. He has also met with Kasparov for exhibition games, including a competition held 25 years after their first championship showdown.
Garry Kasparov.
Garry Kimovich Kasparov, born April 13, 1963, is a Russian chess grandmaster, former world chess champion, writer, and political activist, whom many consider to be the greatest chess player of all time. He became the youngest ever undisputed world chess champion in 1985 at age 22 by defeating then champion Anatoly Karpov. From 1986 until his retirement in 2005, Kasparov was ranked world number 1 for 225 out of 228 months. His peak rating of 2,851.4, achieved in 1999, was the highest recorded until being surpassed in 2013, and he also holds records for consecutive professional tournament victories, 15, and chess Oscars, 11. He held the official FIDE world title until 1993, when a dispute with FIDE led him to set up the rival organization, the Professional Chess Association. In February 1996 in Philadelphia, he played IBM's Deep Blue computer. His opponent was able to analyze 50 billion moves in 3 minutes. In NYC in May 1997, Kasparov again played the monster computer. The series stands at 1 match each, and the world champion, backed by the world's estimated 200 million chess players, challenged IBM to a tie-breaking 3rd match. IBM cashed in its silicon chips and sailed off into the sunset, satisfied with a tied series. Later on in 2003, Kasparov made world headlines when he played X3D's Fritz computer program to a draw in 4 games. What was unusual about this contest was Kasparov's use of darkly tinted 3D glasses with the added handicap of speaking his moves without ever touching the board. Kasparov has always been at the cutting edge of innovations in chess. For 4 months in 1999, he battled the world on the internet in a Microsoft-sponsored event which opened new frontiers for chess. Those close to Garry know his unrestrained contagious laugh, his kindness and caring, and know him as a multifaceted human being.
Magnus Carlsen.
Sven Magnus Carlsen, born November 30, 1990, is a Norwegian chess grandmaster and the current world chess champion. He is a 2-time world rapid chess champion and 4-time world blitz chess champion. His peak classical rating of 2,882, achieved in 2014, is the highest in history. Carlsen first reached the top of the FIDE world rankings in 2010, and trails only Garry Kasparov at time spent as world number 1. The son of engineers, he began displaying his intellectual abilities at a young age. He could solve 50-piece jigsaw puzzles by the time he was 2 and assembled Lego sets meant for much older children at the age of 4. Recognizing his mental gifts, his father taught him chess and soon the young boy was hooked. He started participating in prestigious chess tournaments when he was 8, winning several of them. Carlsen became world champion in 2013 by defeating Viswanathan Anand. In the following year, he retained his title against Anand, and won both the 2014 World Rapid Championship and World Blitz Championship, thus becoming the first player to simultaneously hold all 3 titles. He defended his main world title against Sergei Karjakin in 2016, and against Fabiano Caruana in 2018. Carlsen tied for first place in the World U12 Chess Championship in 2002. Shortly after turning 13, he finished first in the C group of the Chorus Chess Tournament, and earned the Grandmaster title a few months later. At age 15, he won the Norwegian Chess Championship, and at 17, he finished joint first in the top group of Chorus. He surpassed a rating of 2,800 at age 18 and reached number 1 in the FIDE World Rankings age 19, becoming the youngest person ever to achieve those feats. Considered by many to be overrated because of modern-era computers' help, however, Carlsen is still undisputed, and time to time he likes to do exhibitions like blindfolded matches against 5 opponents just to show off.
Those were some of the most noticeable players in the chess history. They earned that title by unique style of play, creativity, and victories. What is your list of best chess players?